mountain roads, I'll get myself unchained. I'll close my eyes until I love you a little less. I will. Oh, I believe how sweet it would be. I'll show you. I've been patient and I've been worthy. I'll let you bring me down. You're my sunset, my masterpiece, slipping through my fingers now. And I don't know anything about letting go. So I sit here and think how sweet it'd be. I've been running.
Hello everybody, we're here at Empodera Live. Today we have here Michael Anti, political blogger and journalist fighting against censorship in China. Is that right?
Yeah, but also try to have innovation to save the traditional media. Yeah.
And how is to work as journalist in a country like China with all the obstacles that you have there?
Yeah, I think sometimes the working as a professional journalism in China, the first rule of that is be self-censored. You should have very good sense of self-censorship. You know what kind of thing you cannot report. So if you can have that, you keep every line just not be censored. It's easy for a journalist. But sometimes when the government is changing the line, so you don't know what is the line is, makes things harder.
Do you think the Western world really care about censorship in China? Because, I mean, you have your history.
Yeah.
Facebook deleted your Facebook account.
Yeah.
Microsoft deleted your blog. Do you think that they collaborate with this censorship?
I think because China is a big market of the internet, we have 650 million internet users. Every country, every corporation, company, internet company, if you ignore China market, it's just like big mistake you ever had. But if you want to enter China, you should cooperate with the Chinese government, because the law in China says that if you want the internet service in China, you should put a server of your user data inside China. So several years before, a lot of companies want to fight against that. But after Snowden, when they realized NSA exactly do the same thing, so they just gave up. So I think after Snowden, more and more American companies just accept this regulation and this censorship as a given fact in China. More and more companies compromising for exchanging for the market share in China.
Anyway, in China, there are like clones of the big companies that there are in the US, Twitter, Facebook. You have your own clones in China. Why is that?
I think for the beginning, the Chinese, they have the two purpose. First, they really want people use internet because internet is new technology. It's the new trend. It's the future. China cannot just prevent that because China is also want to leading something. But also the second purpose is prevent people in China to have the access of free information. The best thing for doing that is set up the copycats of every major social media and website in China. For example, you have Google, we have Baidu. You have Twitter, we have Weibo. In that way, the Chinese internet user don't need to have access of the Twitter, of the Facebook. They can have their own services in China, satisfy everyone, except the people like me.
Okay, I have another question. It is, you know, internet is a very big, powerful tool for freedom.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to control it. Does the people in China find ways to, you know, to escape that censorship?
I would say, general to say, the censorship in China control about 99% of the people. Less than 1% people, they can use the VPN and other technology to run across the Great Firewall. For example, Twitter was blocked inside China, but still Twitter has Chinese users. But it doesn't change the fact that 99% was well controlled by the government. Actually, I don't think that any kind of revolution can happen based on the internet in China because the control, the capacity of China government control is very good. And also because of the further advanced technology like big data, just to give the Chinese government and big corporations more capacity to control citizens. It not only happening in China, like the NSA, they control and surveillance and monitor the international users. This everywhere. Yeah.
Let me ask you another question. Do you think that freedom is also in danger in, you know, the Western world, or they will use the data used for money?
I think that, of course, the freedom, internet freedom, is already, you know, it's broken as a promise in the Western world. Whatever you said is easily and immediately was surveilled by the NSA and their friends, right? We call it Big Five. But maybe there are differences between the Chinese censorship and American censorship. American censorship, if you're losing, maybe only few, if you post something, for example, dangerous to the government, if it's not about terrorism, in China, you still get a chance to get arrested. For most of the chance in the United States, you just be censored. But I don't know, maybe in some very extreme cases, like anti-terrorism, even in the United States, you get arrested because of posting something, right? So eventually, censorship is the same. In whatever form, corporation form or government form, US form or Chinese form, it's the same.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
It was a pleasure to interview you. See you in the next interview.
And I've been screaming and I've been crawling after you.